Alright, hello everyone, welcome to another TeamBN stream. Who's excited for some Battle Network 5? Cool. Greystone Games, Z-Saber, Kai Z-Spammer, LuckyTyphlosion in the chat. Big fan. Alright, so we got a few things today. We're going to start off with another 2-scenario race. We did this a while ago with Battle Network 6 and Battle Network 3, and now we're doing it for Battle Network 5. It'll be a race between LuckyTyphlosion and TheLastAaoa. So, guys, you want to go ahead and introduce yourselves real fast?
Hi, I'm LuckyTyphlosion.
And I'm the last.
Yeah, you guys have been running this game for a while. Lucky, what's your history with BN5, current time, stuff like that? Favorite category?
History, I think I played it a casually bunch in, like, I don't know, 2015, I think, or 2015, 2016. And then they slowly started coming up with new ideas for routing, and then they eventually actually put them into practice, and they started improving the time. I eventually got world record, and then they got sub 4, and then Lurking beat my time, and they still need to beat his back.
Yeah, Lucky's history was actually pretty fun, because I remember you were routing the game, I think, back when I was running it, and his claim to fame was arguing for and then doing farming drill arms.
Yeah, and among other things, copy damage reg, which is definitively faster.
Yeah, shoutouts to BN6. Hey, in my defense, I did do that for Team Rush, but
You did it for what, Liberation 6, and that's all. And you did area grab reg for Liberation 5.
Area grab level 5 on Colonel is real good though.
Yeah, well, no,
KnightMan.
but you can't. You only get to pick 4 chips, and you don't even get to copy it to another virus.
KnightMan only needs one.
Yeah, well, you
KnightMan
could always just do the wrist strat, draw Dark Drill on Cosmo Man.
Oh yeah, just get lucky. Alright,
Oh.
well we also have TheLastAaoa. Tell us about Battle Network 5 from your perspective.
Sure. So, I originally started learning BN5 the speedrun back when the time for Proto Man was just barely sub 5 hours, and it was because Lord Vash made me do it. But I better implemented the auto run strat. I think I wasn't the first one to do that, nor was it my idea, but I was the first one to like push the time down and ran a couple world records in a row to take 30 minutes off the time. And then BN6 got interesting again, and this game is long. It's lovable, but has some frustrating aspects, so I put it down for a while. Picked it up just to keep myself fresh every now and then, to the point where actually Lucky and I did a 2-scenario race maybe 2 years ago. It wasn't truly 2-scenario because he was grinding bug frags in the hopes that he could keep going, and I knew I was going to stop at Shademan. I hadn't relearned past there, but I have beaten him in this once before.
Yeah, he did beat me.
Alright, well, so these two are going to do another 2-scenario race, and then that should take about an hour. We're going to play through the first 2 liberations and stop at Shade. And then after that, Lucky's going to show us a bit of the... So usually when we do these, you kind of see up to the credits and then we stop, but anyone that's played Battle Network casually knows that most of the fun is in the post-game. And so Lucky's actually going to show us what some of the post-game liberations in Battle Network 5 look like. There's 3 in any percent, and then another, or 6 in any percent, and then another 3 liberation, 7, 8, 9 in the post game. So we'll play through a couple of those, see how many we can fit in, and then of course Greystone Games in chat are working on a brand new indie game inspired by the MagnetMan Battle Network series, among others, and they're going to show us off the latest version of that after that. So that's what we got coming up today, and I think if we're ready, we can start this. So, Lucky, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Last, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Alright, I'm not Jameek, but I'll do my best to give us a countdown. We'll start on go. Good luck to both runners. So let's do this in 3, 2, 1, go. So here at the start, as we go through the tutorial, would either of you care to explain like differences between an any percent and 2 scenario?
2 scenario, I think Proto-Man is faster. Main reason is because you have faster bosses. Proto-Man is faster, you have a quick kill. MagnetMan, there's a it's an RNG quick kill, but you can do it in 1 turn. And also there are minor differences like Proto-Man's signature chip is in B code, and you have a bunch of B codes in your folder. Proto-Man's a better Navi. Yeah, I think that about covers the differences.
As compared to any percent, we're going to be... The first scenario through lib 1 will look very similar, although we're not doing any GMD manipulations via resetting and going for specific frames. We're just trying to get some money for sneak runs, and then after lib 1 we're going to stop collecting all the GMDs altogether, since we don't need bug frags or much more money beyond that, and just try and motor through the bosses in lib 2 as fast as we can.
Yeah.
Like as soon as I give him a chance to speak, Lucky goes into, but Proto-Man's the better version.
He's not wrong.
It's definitively better for... It's definitively better for 2 scenario. I can't really say about the rest of the game.
I'll give you that. 2 scenario, maybe.
Maybe if it's a definitely.
Imagine if Land didn't forget how to play these games every single time. We'd save like 2 minutes.
I'd love that.
Oh, you can do that in Star Force 2. There's a tutorial skip there.
A single game.
Why isn't it in Star Force 3?
2, and well, because maybe what was it? They did something different in Star Force 3, right? So they're like, we should probably force it. You can skip the tutorial in Chrono X. Living in the future now.
Damn. I'm jealous.
Lucky with the guard 1A.
Took a while.
Immediately puts it in the folder and regs it. Only 3 more to go, right?
Well, it depends on my encounters. I want to get a bit more because I want to reg copy damage for Liberation 1, but Colonel doesn't have like a guardless strat. Like you do want to draw a guard, or at least some other ships, so maybe I'll just get an extra and hope I draw them turn 1 or turn 2.
Ooh, last, not moving back up to the middle to maintain rank 9 with the movement bonus. He understands mechanics.
Oh, I can't remember that. Whoops.
Notice Lucky went out of the way to get the 1 GMD spawn that's kind of far off to the side, because you're trying to get Zenny, right?
Yeah,
like there's a chance you guys might not be able to buy an HP memory, which could help or hurt.
Yeah, and also you want to get as many sneak runs as possible, or at least ideally you'd get 1,900, which is a lot. You basically need a battle mystery data or perfect Zenny art. Oh, this is the bad fight. Yeah.
I got an opening Zenny drop, so I was able to skip the far one, since you only really need a little.
Now, if you want to sneak run... Ooh, that's really good. Oh, boy.
Rank 7. That's a nice counter hit with the reflector, just the timing worked out, and you got Zenny. Look, he seems to be doing pretty good on RNG. Last is slightly ahead. He's done shopping and he is in the kitchen comp. Getting the digital food for mom. And he talked to the floor. I am very proud.
I gotta shout out Tara.
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes I talk to the floor in the intro. When you have to mash A and B a bunch, and then when you're buffering down and right or down and left, you talk to it.
Yep. I think we had like a four-way race of this at some point, and every person talked to the floor. I wonder if my PB does, because I almost made it a tradition. You had to talk to the floor to
Well,
start the round.
actually, with GMD Manip, you have enough time to talk to the floor, so maybe we could continue that tradition.
It's a buffer strat. You talk to the floor so that way your jack-in lines up with good RNG values. It's literally RNG Manip. So you turned the ice furnace on. Is that because her room looked cold, or?
It's because, yeah, I am generally looking out for Yai, you know. The person with the most useless Navi in the game. You know, maybe just make her feel a bit better. It's not because I want to steal an HP memory and, yeah, just an HP memory from her comp. It's definitely not that.
It's kind of convenient that there's like 3 or 4 HP memories that are just kind of like sitting there.
Yeah, there's
for
so
free
many HP memories.
right at the start.
Like, it's crazy. Like, I guess in 4 and in 6, you just do not have enough to sneak run this.
Yeah, this is the only game where we really get good sneak run usage in the early game for at least the latter trilogy.
Yeah, well, we don't get good sneak run usage in the later games, and BN2 actually gets to use sneak runs a lot. I don't entirely know BN2 sneak run mechanics. I know that the sneak run rate is lower than the run rate, actually, which is a bit interesting, you know. You can avoid encounters entirely, but if you get into an encounter, you have to face it. That's kind of a weird decision.
2-turn run.
Ah, yes. Oh, there's one time where you just destroyed by a shaky. Do you remember that, Tara?
I remember almost dying because I was Aqua, but I didn't die.
I think one time or maybe it was Rish that actually died.
I would believe that. In the ice panel, you get Aqua, 4x damage. Now, in a marathon, I did get destroyed by spikies because I forgot to use a power-up, and I was wood style on a grass panel and got one shot.
Yeah. Oof.
I was hiding behind a rock, and I still died because they both fired at the same time, destroyed the rock, and then killed me. It was unfortunate.
I'm 100 zenny short from having 3 sneak runs.
I was similar.
Oh, you have enough for 2? Interesting.
Yeah, you both got the HP mems. Lucky's still going out of his way for GMDs. Is this for fighting?
Oh, I got 50.
Are you
I took
getting
too many
a
hits.
particular rank?
Yeah, I was trying to get a rank 6. That would give you the best chance of at 100 zenny. And then you could buy a sneak run, but it's too late now.
I see. Yeah, so with that little bit of extra zenny, Last has pulled ahead pretty good now. Are you going to buy another one?
I'm gonna... Ooh, well, I have to take this now. I can't run away from this. Well, I'm thinking maybe I still need to get Mind Key and sneak runs later. So I need what? Oh, it's a bug frag. Yeah, I need what? 2,200? So it is still, like, kind of worth picking these up.
Yeah, I managed to grab another guard, which was super helpful. So that unlocks the quick kill for me.
I've been getting these encounters non-stop. I've gotten 3! The ones that you can't run away from.
Oof.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah, the double Matar encounter has an incorrect, like, battle value, so the health required to run away from it's much higher, so you kind of have to fight it. Now, it's double Matar, so it's easy, but it's...
I got a crack bomb! Shout out to Tara!
Crack Bomb V.
That's so rare. It's a 6.25% chance at 9 rank, and generally you don't get a 10 S rank.
Did I get that in my room?
Yeah, you got. It's like a Highlander clip where you countered a Blizzman with Crack Bomb.
That's funny. Alright, so last has started the main comps. This is like the first dungeon. And Scilab's being attacked. So we gotta like hack Scilab and then fight whoever's at the end. Why is the time not in sync? What do you mean? Last is too fast, that's why.
Yeah, that's why.
He's got 200 HP now.
I got a bunch of unlucky encounters.
Yeah, early BN5 and counter RNG and GMD RNG. Oh.
Lucky's just spotting me a little because he knows I'll catch up in mine once.
Also, I'm picking up GMDs as well.
They're both in main comp now. I think they both have enough to sneak around the whole thing.
Yeah.
I used my sneak run too late. I wanted to try doing this first, but I think I should be like talking to the prog. Well, I think I'm guaranteed not an encounter at this point now.
Lucky trying to stretch out his sneak run. End up getting one. But if you can sneak run, you can first turn run in BN5.
Okay,
This is where both of the runners misspell pan.
Okay.
It's still gonna go through anyway.
Okay, I have a question for chat. Should I do B code or D code? It's entirely up to you. I think it's both are about even. I'm not actually sure which is better. So which code do you like better, B code or D code?
Let me see if I can figure out how to make a poll.
Yeah, I guess you could do a poll.
Manage poll. Question. What's the question? Decode or...
B code or D code?
Figured it out. Someone voted for E. Kilios voted for J.
Okay, so the poll has to end by the time I get to the first folder edit, which is at kernel.
Okay, you just tell me when it's time. I put 2 minutes on it, but I'll let you know what's winning. Although it's it's looking like B code right now, 8-3.
Really?
I'll vote for D code. I'll help bring it back. Or should he? I mean, that's fair. I guess you can interpret the question however you want.
We'll see how the poll ends up.
Oh, I should ask which is the worst folder code. Yeah, right. Depends on being serious. Fair. I guess BN5 2 scenario. Oh, that was unfortunate. It was fortunate and unfortunate. So last got a counter hit with the guard. Protoman moved back, got double hit by the shockwave, but this caused him to miss with the cannon. but he hit with the sword, so he is winning the race, and he's kicked out of TeamBN. A bit bittersweet.
Yeah, I forgot he drops the iframes there.
Otherwise, not bad. So that's the maybe one of the two most significant differences.
What's the poll at? Which is winning?
B
Need to know now.
code.
B code?
B.
Okay.
Bravo.
Goodbye, Vulcans. Let's see.
11-9.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh, we get to keep the mini bombs. That's
5,
funny.
6, 7.
But last got to fight Proto-Man. Lucky's gonna have to fight Colonel. Which, I like Colonel more, but he's definitely a slower fight. And harder to counter.
So I've never actually fought Colonel before, so this would be interesting.
Oh, really?
I'm guessing counter frames as well.
Yeah, his counter window is, I don't know, it feels smaller, or it's just not obvious. He'll do Colonel Cannon after 3 slashes, I think.
It's okay because now he's forced to the front row.
Crack bomb to
Yes.
to crack the panels.
The strats, though. I love it.
And the double wide swords could be good. Yeah. Colonel down. So last is in a liberation mission, which is the, I guess, like pivotal feature of Battle Network 5. And I think like some people really like it, maybe others don't. Last, what are your opinions on liberation missions?
I think that they are a fantastic idea that could have been ever so slightly better balanced, but like all I want to be doing in a Mega Man game is deleting viruses, and adding a little bit of a tactical element to it is pretty sweet. I think the later ones can get a little rough. There are a lot of nastier viruses that we're going to run into, like as Lucky will be able to show off after this race, and those can get frustrating. But overall, I think the concept is fantastic.
Oh, that was a nice fight. So, do you have copy damage on Reg already?
Yeah.
So early. How much does it take to Reg?
In this game, it's only 12, which is 2 shorter than BN6, and allows us this super early reg, which is nice.
Yeah. So, because Proto-Man and other Navis have signature chips, like copy damage plus a signature chip is a pretty effective combo. Oh, the mini bomb got cancelled by the fire. Unfortunate. So we get to see you roll though.
There.
Yeah, I know you can counter hit those guys with mini bombs, but I don't quite remember the strat for doing it. But that's okay.
Get lucky. Speaking of lucky, he is now also starting Deliberation, but he has Colonel. Colonel and Proto-Man have the same Liberation ability, but in combat, like their charge shot is different. And Proto-Man also has access to a shield, which reflects. Is it a fixed 40 damage?
It's 50 damage. Or
50.
the reflect is 50.
For 50. Which helps in the Blizzard Man fight specifically.
Yep, and for reaching those pesky viruses that are too far away for Proto-Man's charge shot.
Yeah. Colonel's charge shot will home in on an enemy if there's one, or just hit 3 in front. It's V-shaped, so it's pretty flexible.
These fights are a little unfortunate. There's a lot of battles that you can get, or draws in those battles with Mega Man, that'll let you clear things quickly. But just the amount of HP the viruses are putting down, and then my draws aren't lining up. Any sword, for example, would let me finish these fights very quickly, but it's just not turning up.
Yeah, and Mega Man's charge shot right now isn't very good, and no signature chip, so he's a lot more relying on RNG than Proto Man or Colonel.
I mean, Colonel does have a shield, reflect. I would prefer what Step Sword over Sea Cannon, because Step Sword can hit multiple enemies. Well, Sea Cannon can, but it can only hit them if they're in the back.
Colonel can reflect?
Colonel can't reflect.
Oh. I was gonna say, oh, I guess no to me. Double cannon can work if Blast gets the counter hit. Ooh. That's a good fight.
Yep, the doggy played nice.
I don't know why you went for the charge shot. I guess in case you missed the counter? Or if he attacks from the front.
Come on, move to the front. No.
Oh, nice. Not a one turn,
I know.
but the
Feels bad,
fastest
man.
2 turn.
Now you move to the...
So, to fight the boss, the Dark Lloyd of each liberation, you have to clear all the dark holes which spawn the enemies. Blast now has access to Blizzard Man, and he's gonna fight the panel before with Mega Man so that he can hopefully get a one turn or like a 1 cycle quick kill with Proto Man. If you don't defeat the boss in a turn and they have a turn, they'll heal and then attack whoever's nearby.
I did this 1 out of 1 times successfully in practice, so it should be easy, right?
I'm playing terribly. Ooh!
Good fight so far with these reflects. Oh, unfortunate though. Nice follow-up though, hitting him as he attacks. That's gonna have no
It's gonna be a bit
trouble.
different here.
Maybe?
Slight trouble.
Okay.
I forgot his pattern changes.
Good
But-
job with the reflect, yeah. Well, he picked it up. So last clear deliberation 1 in about 24 minutes. Ooh, crack bomb. Oh, what is this? Lucky has done a slight diversion here to pick up some Zinni for 1 extra fight.
Ooh, this is bad. Oh, I didn't think this through.
This lets
This
Mega
big
Man
group-
fight.
This big group
big
won't go to the front.
Yeah, if you're disadvantaged, you start with less panels. The big brutes attack from specific tiles. It's like the third,
Third or
their
fourth.
yeah. 4th and 5th column. They they don't attack right next to you because they need their whole fire attack to hit. Since you've got access to it, you should try and show off major hits on Blizzard Man.
How about no?
So sad.
Major
was
hits are a
thinking
thing of the past.
Back when I played this game, in Liberation 4, we maniped 3 major hits
That's disgusting.
on Dark Mega. If you then use Shadow Man's sneak attack, Dark Mega's got like 200 HP, and then you go in with Colonel and you just rock shot him, and the fight's over. We have better strats now on Colonel, because Shadow Man's insane, but didn't know that at the time. I guess we knew it, but we didn't know it.
You can, well, you don't need to do major hits in Liberation 4 anymore. You can just anti-damage.
Yep, that was what I was saying. I didn't know at the time.
Yeah.
Have either of you like manipulated major hits?
Nope. I've never tried.
I've tried to manipulate chip drops for my casual playthrough. It didn't go very well.
Major hits are nice because the icon's a little bit bigger, so it's more visually distinct. Is this passing for
Zenny reward.
Zenny or health? Lucky?
Zenny reward.
So every liberation mission has a target phase, and if you beat it within that, you get like different rewards. But you can intentionally pass. Instead of a chip, you get Zenny. The chip is Blizzardman SP, which is okay, but for 2 scenario, you'd really only have it for the second scenario, and the Zenny, I guess, could be more useful. You do have to pass to get that.
But he'll be able to buy a few more sneak runs. I ended up having to run through ACDC or Central 3 in order to, with taking all of the fights and running away and then jacking back in for sneak runs for later. So I'll have a little bit of time saved there because of the passes.
Actually, I don't need this link. I just realized.
Yeah, that's the one thing I updated in my notes. I was like, oh, you don't actually need the banner.
It's the any % curse when you do these shorter categories. You're like, wait, do I need to do that?
Actually, I didn't need to get that 500 Zenny that I went out of my way for. I just realized. Maybe I can...
Oh, I was wondering.
Yeah, I have enough Zenny. I didn't properly keep track.
Lass is going around taking from nature's bounty. Really likes that bamboo forest though.
Yeah, I forgot where the wood was. Like, this looks like wood. What the heck?
Check the email. Don't you want the Navi customizer?
I forgot. You have to
No.
go immediately to Scilab to get Dark Sword, but it's too late now. I can't get Dark Sword. I made the Rish mistake. So all that passing on Liberation 1 was for nothing.
He's got a dark sword strats.
Yeah, for KnightMan.
I wanted that to be a thing. so badly.
Yeah, Rish forgot Dark Sword. No, that's something else.
Why does he get Dark Sword?
For KnightMan.
Is that confirmed faster? Because I got like break even with all the extra cost.
Well,
that.
he's also doing less folder edits. I guess you didn't really do folder edits. Well, the Dark Sword is also useful for other things.
If you say so. I mean, I wanted it to be a strat at one point. I was just disappointed with how karma works. I think.
Well, also Japanese, you gain karma twice as fast. So like, you.
Right, he's playing EXE too, as well.
Man, I gotta not. I can't run away on a BGMD fight. The game's taunting me.
What's your run rate in this area?
75%.
So, Last had to pay this old guy 1,000 zenny to get a key to go save his friend.
To be
So
fair,
that-
the old guy feels bad later on.
Or eventually. But right now, he's holding your friend's hostage.
Yeah.
For 1,000 zenny. Ooh, nice. Copy damage lasts a long time.
It really
It's-
does.
Ever so slightly shorter in this game than 6.
Really?
And I
How
messed
many
it up.
frames? How many frames?
Couldn't
short
tell
is
you,
it?
but it's got to be like 3. But
3
I
frames
missed
shorter.
a hit because of that.
That sounds like you not measuring the length of the copy damage properly.
This is coming from Lucky. A measurement complaint's coming from Lucky.
What, you're saying I don't time things? No, I actually had to do a bunch of timing for EXE5 to determine what's the best liberation strat. I found that a strat that uses only one twin liberation is faster than the strat that uses twice, even though the strat that did 2 twin liberations did the same number of fights. So an example, the timing, done.
Of course, Last over here tries to open a door. It doesn't open. Why doesn't the door open? Oh, virus. Wait, why didn't you airshot the rock cube?
I forgot I could do that.
BN5, I think, is the only game you can airshot the natural rocks into enemies. It's
Yep.
pretty great.
In BN6, you need to use like something like wind rack on it for it to be pushed. You can't use airshot. In BN5 you can though. In BN4 you can't. I don't know if you can use wind rack in BN4 either.
So Last is now in everyone's favorite comp on everyone's favorite aisle, the Oran Isle drill comps. How many times are we going to see this in a 2 scenario?
Just the one time through each, which is really nice.
Unfortunate. How many times does any percent go through drill comps?
3. Yeah, you go through. Well, you go through it twice, and then third time you only go through drill comp 4. But you visit Orin a bunch. I guess I don't know how many, like 5 times I think, maybe even more.
Backtracking Network 5, Oran Isle version.
They're both Oran Isle version. Great.
Team Oran?
It's almost like they decided to only put 4 areas in the game, and one of them's not available till the end. Or I guess 5 areas, one's available at the end. So they need you to have something to do on this otherwise empty island.
good fight. Yeah, maybe they could have added another map or something.
Or put the Queen Bohemia on Orin Island, and then something else in Scilab.
Interesting. Well, no, apparently you're like, the stories that you're taking, what? Oh my god, I missed that.
Smacked in the face with a cactus. That must be unpleasant.
Oh, I got a cactus. That's at least good. Need it since
Better for me.
I have to throw a bunch of random stuff at KnightMan and hope that he dies. Maybe we'll actually do need to... Maybe we'll get like one drill arm or something, just so it makes KnightMan a bit faster.
I mean, if it's just for KnightMan, doing the fight would eat any time saved. So going through these comps, Last
Really
currently has a 75%
I got another crack bomb!
Is that accurate?
Yes, 75% run rate at the moment. In Comp 4, we'll pick up another HP memory, which will bring it to 100, and that's what the sneak runs are for.
Yeah. And it is possible that you get an encounter in here. It's got the drill arm guys, and that can be worth
Dark
getting
Souls.
on certain versions for certain encounters. For 2 scenario, though, I imagine Last is going to run from all the encounters.
If I have a really good draw against a really easy encounter, it could be worth it to take it, just because on average, it's the equivalent of fighting a battle for 3 seconds to run away, since I have a 25% chance to fail. But it's also just easier on your brain to run from everything.
That is definitely true, and I think that's one of the optimizations that kind of comes with time is you actually, like, over a 3-4 hour speed run, the time you spend hesitating even a little bit in battle selection adds up. So the less you can do that, the faster you go.
That's a big part that I've tried to optimize this folder. It's because deciding where to put everything is actually pretty slow. I got 2 failed runaways.
Unfortunate. The first attempt to run is 75%, and then I think in Battle Network 4, 5, and 6 they actually fixed it so the run percentage is supposed to work, and it goes up over time.
Yeah.
The second chance attempt to run 87.5.
So 1 in 8.
And of course, if you fail to run away 3 times in a row, is it bugged in BN5 as well?
I don't know.
Yeah, it is. It's not as bad as in 6, I think. It's only 3 until you get 100%. In 6, it's like more.
Oh, it's like 3 0% and then like
100%.
a not 100%.
No, it's
and then
100%, I think.
6.
Yeah, you'd have to check with the pace spin.
If you fail to run away 3 times in a row, the game mocks you by forcing you to fail to run away 3 additional times in a row. Essentially is what's happening.
It's finally fixed in Star Force.
The case if you had an 100%, or if you had a 75% run rate. There's actually, the cycle's a little longer.
Oh, that makes more sense now. Also, Last did not do Doism Skip.
Oh, I forgot to do some skip. I fell off the track once already because I got sucked into a rock, so I figured that was the one time I'm allowed.
Okay. The alternate Doism Skip.
Yeah.
Like immediately getting an encounter afterwards, I'm like, yep, that's fine. So while you're on the conveyor belt, your steps are increasing, but you can't get a random encounter. Which is why, like, since we're running against the conveyor belt, we're getting a bunch of steps, but you can't get an encounter until you're off of it. So usually, that first step you take off a conveyor belt, you'll get an encounter instantly. Which, if you get an encounter, you know that, oh, well, at least I'm off the conveyor belt.
My muscle memory is just forcing me to just pick up stuff, GMDs, or go for GMDs even though I don't need them. It's just something I can't control.
Yeah, you can't see it, but Lucky's actually playing the game blindfolded right now. Just pure instinct.
I believe it.
Last is about halfway through comp 4. Actually, no, you're mostly done. You're fighting. Yeah, he's coming up on MagnetMan, the boss. He'll do a full edit beforehand. Lucky is starting drill comp 3, so he's about 2 comps behind. Not too bad. And we'll see how the fights go. KnightMan's got armor.
I don't think it's looking good for me.
And he hides in the back, so, which, depending on your draw, can drag the fight out. MagnetMan moves around a bit more, and he doesn't have super armor. But honestly, I'm very unfamiliar with how to fight MagnetMan.
MagnetMan, you struggle. KnightMan, you struggle. It's all the same. Oh my god, I get put back at the start of the comp.
Oh wow. Slid off. Ooh, nice cack ball.
I've never done that before.
The cack ball's on reg.
Yeah, and
it did so much damage.
He just stand there and takes it like a champ.
If you're really good, you can, what is it? You can, like, counter MagnetMan and then use cack ball and it instantly kills. Like, the ship that does the least damage that can counter is air shot. You can also try in with the drill arm. But the problem is, it's kind of RNG whether you counter or not, because there's an attack where he will, stay in the middle column or middle row, which you can counter. The counter frames are still really bad, but there's another attack where he kind of goes to the corner or the side and then he gets out of your way, and you can't really react to it either, so you have to just hope that he uses the right attack.
So you're saying that counter hitting the second boss is an RNG? Deja vu.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Which boss are you?
TeamBN.
TeamBN. Oh, yeah. The counter is also really hard. I somehow got it in my Proto-Man PB. I was really surprised because at that point I was losing a lot of time, so it kind of revived my run.
Lucky, of course, doing some skip. Thank you.
My folder's a little awkward because I'm missing any drill arms.
I just use swords.
That's the plan.
I watched Rish doing his it's like a practice run yesterday. Swords really did put in work for Liberation 2. Like, I think there's only one fight where you're disadvantaged. All other fights you can, like, copy damage the back virus and use a sword on the front one, and then you can just buster down the remaining one as Mega Man. And then the other navies, you can just use the signature chip and copy damage and buster down the remaining virus. It's really good.
That was sweet.
So I presume Last is at Liberation 2 right now.
I just got triple delete with MagnetMan's signature, and it was awesome.
Yeah, you can actually do that if you position them correctly. It's kind of tricky.
North-south tackle is really cool. It almost makes up for not having KnightMan, but it doesn't.
Are you sure? KnightMan, you can't. He doesn't have a single ranged attack. Only has a. Oh, I hit 2 rocks at the same time. I've never seen that before.
He doesn't have a ranged attack. He only has Kingdom
Crusher.
Crusher, which is a ranged attack. Good call out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
like,
First off.
okay. Well, K Crusher's
So
in
Mega
K
Man's
code.
fist, whenever he's doing the punch, can actually hit multiple rocks. The only time you find yourself in that situation is when there's one blocking you from getting off the conveyor belt. But it can happen on occasion. That was a double hit twice, because both of them broke at the same time. So that was cool.
I pretty much always get the one double hit on the one that's dropping one-shot rocks, and there's a 2 guarding it.
Yeah. Does Liberation 2 feature any like positioning within a tile to manipulate movement?
Yes. Longsword, there's like a longsword you do with Mega Man, and then it manipulates where like a bird moves. A tin hawk.
Can you call that out last? Because that's probably like the most interesting.
I would if I knew where it was or what it did.
Oh. Alright.
I'm going to be
Lucky if you can
manipulating
call it
things, but not knowing what it is I'm doing.
You should try and get a major hit. Knock out the Tin Hawk.
Nah.
You guys won't go for the major hits. I'm upset. Last, you're like half a scenario ahead. Come on. Maybe you'll get invincibility. Just pick it up.
Oh, I can't use
I'll
Cactball
pick it up
because
with
of...
Mega Man in a second, in case I get a heart. Oh wait, I forgot to get a heart here. Never mind. Just gonna disappoint Tara some more.
It's okay, I'm just gonna replace last stream with a copy of LuckyTyphlosion, but with a left-right reversal. MagnetMan took damage, have him pick it up.
I'll go for the big hits on the final boss.
Oh my god, that
But the
took forever.
Tin Hawk will still be there.
That's
Only-
okay. I'll just get enough in a row.
I
that will
saved
kill the
3
Tin Hawk.
minutes because I wasn't picking up GMDs and I...
I think there's only one.
Yeah.
Certainly, there's more than one. There's another one off to the right. I might even waste a battle to get you there.
Okay, that'd make up for everything last. Yeah, I think if you position yourself differently, the fight that Last is doing right now with Proto Man would have a Tin Hawk. So you'd be disadvantaged, but fighting a Tin Hawk, so you could just do it super easy.
But then Proto Man has to do a different fight. It's just switching. Do you do Proto Man or MagnetMan there? I think.
Sure. Would you rather be disadvantaged or advantaged with Proto Man? Huh. Because the MagnetMan Proto Man order swaps. Triple bats. Alright, we're playing Battle Network 4 now.
Batty, please.
Wait, why not use Fight the Tin Hawk? And just
It's
get a
slightly
one-turn.
less guaranteed.
Wait, is he at, what, the longsword?
Would
the
you
second
prefer to
longsword?
have MagnetMan for the Dark Hole fight?
Yeah.
Yes.
Also,
Since
the
I don't have any drill arms,
No, you can just wide sword twice, or charge shot twice.
That would require me to be more confident in my abilities than I am.
Just a charge shot with Proto Man. I
But this way I
mean,
get to leave extra purple on the battlefield, and purple is pretty, so it works out. This is
okay.
The other one's over there. All right,
Last-
MegaMan, you're going on a mission.
Is actually a Dark Lloyd.
MegaMan's supposed to be earning me 2,000 Zenny right here, but since I don't need any more Zenny, we're gonna go get another big hit.
Sweet. Can't wait for this double major hit to knock out the Ten Hawk and hit Shade Man.
That's the plan.
Nice swords. Do you want to talk about why you're so lucky?
Sure, so this shuffling algorithm in these games is bugged, and when you have a reg chip, you are more likely than normal to draw the chips in slot 2 through 5.
I don't think it matters. Oh, okay, was for reg it is 2 through 5. Yeah,
If
sure.
you don't have a reg, it's 1 through 5. But since I have a reg, I needed to make sure all of my good chips were in slots 2 through 5.
And so by sorting the folder in a particular way, you more often draw in your first hand chips that you want.
So I just literally sorted by damage, and that puts Blizzard Man towards the top, who's my best chip, and then the sword's also there, and I rearranged them so that Longsword and Blizzard Man were in those 2 through 5 slots.
Come on, let's draw something good.
MagnetMan having super armor is nice. Super armor in general is just really nice. Okay, all of the dark holes are cleared out, so it's just Ten Hawk and 2 bonus panels standing in the way.
Maybe I should have done this with Colonel. I'm not sure. I think I can. Let's see.
Lucky normally plays Proto Man, so he doesn't know how to handle the raw power that is KnightMan.
I got it.
Dodging is KnightMan. Look at that easy one turn.
That wasn't pretty consistent.
Bullying the Ten Hawk. Alright, I want a double major hit on Shade Man now.
That's the plan. We're gonna go for it.
Well, so clear out the 2 fights before it, and then you could actually save. Well, or
Oh, I'm not gonna save farm it.
Screen div. Well, no, I think
Fine.
Wide Sword is better and you have Reflect. So Proto Man is better than Colonel. Reflect is instant. That's really good about it.
Reflect is so good.
Yeah, it makes Proto Man from like okay to like really good. If it wasn't for that, Proto Man would be worse than KnightMan probably.
yeah. Screen Divide is a more interesting church up though.
Oh, look at this Terra. Kapow! It depends. Like the thing is, all of the enemies you fight that are back row, they either like move to the front, so like Champies or Powies or Cactikill, or they can be reflected, so like Metar or Kangard.
It's a shame this isn't a 3 scenario race, otherwise you could see something even better than Reflect.
Well, I was the one who asked for it, and you said no.
Well, no. It's like 2 scenario is the category we want to promote, and then we're going to show off post-game Liberation.
Yeah, I'll have to make something with the last terrible folder.
It's so bad.
That's my real win here. It doesn't matter who wins the race. Lucky has to play with my terrible folder afterwards.
Well, I might have to farm. I should have done that off stream.
I don't think you'll have to farm. I think just because it doesn't matter how many turns it takes. Like there's no phase limit on
Okay, I'll
Liberation.
just kind of bomb liberate every single panel.
Well, you don't have enough Liberation points.
Yeah, you got me there. I'll have to figure something out. I'll go reference my.
You'll get through eventually. You just everyone passes a turn, gets to full health, and it's like one of you is gonna get a draw to get clear of this fight. If you just like for liberations, the main thing is that you're forced to draw. And so if you can just take a bunch of chips every time, like last folder right now has it's 2-coded with a couple one-offs, and so that makes it really hard to draw a bunch of chips in one turn. If it was mono-coded, dude, that north-south tackle, it's so satisfying.
Yeah.
Last technically one. How many major hits did you get? I wasn't.
I got none. I got in one phase invulnerability, which was super useful, and then a heart for Mega Man, who was already at full health.
Wow. So the trick is to look at the corner of the image and count the 4. You see, like major hit, major hit, major hit, A.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I missed!
With practice, it's actually really easy. You missed with KnightMan? Oh, the bat went up. So the cool thing about KnightMan's charge is it hits the panel to his left twice, because it always starts to his left and then
I should be
circles
taking
around.
any hits. Crack bomb saves the day.
So is showing us
no! I failed!
soul unisons now?
See, this is why KnightMan is bad. If you mess up, you're screwed.
Let's just don't. I like this poor little piece.
Just don't. I love it.
How do you mess up as KnightMan? Well, it's because you like you could have killed both bats with Kingdom Crusher, but you missed. See, 1 hour estimate's easy. How do you think that run might last? You did have good Zenny RNG though, right?
Medium Zenny RNG. I had to jack in a number of times. Like both times you would ever say, all right, if I don't have enough Zenny, I'm gonna jack in and buy sneak runs after I've run past the sneak run seller already, and I did have to do that. But I think I played it fairly well. There were a couple of little mistakes here and there, but that's just because I haven't played this game seriously, and honestly, I think that run was fantastic.
Yep. Easy sub 1. Congratulations, Last, on being still yet the best 2-scenario runner there ever was.
Thank you.
And thank you, Lucky, for taking a hit for the team and showing off the kernel version.
Yeah. I'm partially not used to this, but also I kind of planned everything wrong. I got too much Zenny from Liberation 1, and I forgot to get Dark Sword. And also maybe I should have picked up less GMDs.
Last, do you want to show anything off?
I don't know that I have anything. Like,
You should
I
do
have
like
Did you fight
show off the
Griffin yet?
tutorial fight for Soul Unison.
He did.
I did, but I don't know how to do that one fast.
Yeah, if you don't know how to do it fast, it's kind of painful. You should do Liberation. See how many Liberation 1. See how many panels you can liberate before I beat Shade Man. I didn't.
Or you
pick
could
up
do
any
Liberation. Well, no, you don't have a Shadow Man. I was gonna say you could do Liberation 3. Shows the cool Cloudman strat. Of course, your cool Cloudman strat is literally just Jarroman Shard Shot.
Yep.
I missed. I keep missing. I'm gonna fail this one again. I don't have Blizzman to draw. Oh no. Yeah.
Oh, that miss. KnightMan disadvantaged on the big brute because the big brute will never go to the 3rd column. They start from the 4th and the 5th.
I was going to do this with Colonel. Actually, I guess I could have, but normally I kind of wide sword there with Colonel. Okay, it's okay. We have a backup plan.
Yeah, Lucky's just gonna get the major hits.
We're passing. Firstly, because actually, well, you do this
Get
one.
the dark hole. Colonel can do it.
Oh,
Colonel
yeah.
clear the dark hole, and then have KnightMan go beat up that 10 Hawk.
So is Last
and
doing Liberation 1, liberate all panels?
Yep. I'm just starting it now.
All right.
No,
So-
I'm I'm not used to having such a bad folder.
What's different? Oh, okay, you put Crack Bomb in.
No, Crack Bomb's good.
Yeah, what would... I guess you'd have more drill arms?
I'd have Blizzman too.
Oh, that's true. You went for that pass strat.
There we go.
One turn, liberate.
Yeah, I'm trying to route intentionally putting myself in the worst possible spot so I can clear as many as I can when I one turn it.
I mean, yeah. No, so Lucky, have KnightMan go fight the Ten Hawk, and then Colonel clear Shade Man, and then have KnightMan pick up the bonus panels. Oh, Mega Man needs to get the second bonus panel.
Oh, there's actually 3 bonus panels. I didn't remember that other one.
You could get 3.
I'm just giving time for Rish to finish liberate all panels. So what am I supposed to do?
So Mega Man, there's one more bonus panel that you need to have access to. Have Mega Man go get access to it, and then have Colonel screen divide. There's 3.
Okay.
And then have Colonel screen divide in front of Shade Man, and then on the next turn have KnightMan pick up the 3 bonus panels and try and get as many major hits as you can.
So 0.
I mean, you know, that's setting the bar pretty. But to be fair, it's like last set the bar at 0, so you just need to do. You can't do worse
just need
than
one.
last.
Yeah, here's what I can do. I can save and reset until like the major hit.
To be fair, one phase invulnerability is fantastic.
Oh, you wait! Don't do it yet. You want to screen divide, right?
Well, wait. Does he heal if I major hit him, like during enemy phase, or does it only?
Yeah. If it's his turn and he's not at max health.
It's a good thing I saved.
Yeah. If only you would have just listened to Raj here.
Yeah. Okay.
Drawing Justice 1 on Liberation 1 fights feels like cheating.
Justice. Oh, is this your post-game save that you're doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I can just M-cannon the big brutes.
Which, to be fair, he does also have level 3 viruses.
In Liberation 1?
No, you don't get the upgraded viruses.
Oh man, that would be so
What?
fun
I
if
thought
you got
I saw-
the upgraded ones.
On the
Are you
walk
sure?
here, I did, but
Oh, on the walk here. The liberation itself is fixed. Never mind.
Okay, let's see. How do I do this? How do I get consistent major hits, Terra?
So if you the major hit is like the purple, looks like a bat with the cross.
Yeah, I know what it looks like.
Yeah, I just look in one of the corners because it's the biggest one, so it kind of fills it up. So you just try and identify it and focus on that spot, and then I like to count as I see it. It's like 1, 2, 3, because they have the same pattern.
Wow, I wasn't. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 8. 1. Oh, you got it.
yeah, look at that.
120.
Oh,
right, 2
dude,
more.
Here we go. Everybody gets to see
You
great
do
yo.
360 damage.
Oh,
That is definitely a yo-yo. What? Is that supposed to work like that?
I don't know.
Last, can you explain what just happened?
Sure. So, my Mega Man is bugged. Specifically, his Buster. And when you have Buster Bug, when you press the B button, you have like a 10 and 16 to fire a normal shot, 3 and 16 to fire a
I got it.
myth shot, and 3 and 16 to deal a charged shot worth of damage immediately.
What does that have to
I
do
got
with
super
Great
lucky.
Yo?
Oh, Great Yo stops when it crashes into the first virus, apparently, which I was not expecting.
Okay. Because that was what was confusing and disappointing to me.
Oh, I got all 3! Oh!
Hey, you did it. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So Shademan now has 240 HP.
It's a post-game save, Carissa.
Yeah, Last has been playing through Battle Network 5 casually. He's
And he
almost done.
stopped.
And I stopped because Lib 9's really hard. But maybe you will get to see
With your folder.
Lucky.
Now,
Beat
now, Rish, not Rish,
One
Last.
turn liberate. Oh, let me
You
stop.
better
the
not
timer.
spoil yourself because I'm going to be doing the optimal strat for Liberation 9.
Cool. 106.18.
Okay, yeah.
Came in, hold on, wait for it. Well under estimate. Good job, Lucky. Thank you for showing off the major hits.
Well, not like the estimate even mattered. Okay, so has Rish or Last? Oh my god,
I'm
you both
Last,
run
everybody.
BN6.
You just confuse different runners? I'm sorry, Lurking Assassin.
So Last, has he finished liberating all the panels in Liberation 1?
I'm really close.
Okay,
There's
let's see.
4 left.
I guess I can get the.
Oh, wow.
Let's see.
Yeah. Oh, but are you gonna major hit?
That's the plan.
Alright.
Technically, you liberate those panels, the bonus panels, so I would have to do it.
Ooh. Dude, this folder in the...
Now, unfortunately, there's no way to load a battery save into BizHawk, so I need to actually close the emulator and open it up to get. No. Actually, never mind. Because the one that Terra sent me is ProtoMan, so I don't have to close the emulator. So.
Okay.
It's more collecting than liberating. Yeah, what if I told you, chat, that there was a secret bonus that you got for actually liberating every single panel? And just nobody had discovered it until right now?
That's not true, because I've actually done that before in, like, Liberation 4 or something.
No vid, no proof.
Aw. Okay,
2,
let's
3,
see.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I tried. I was counting.
Battle chip. Are you looking at? I like the lower left corner. Do you see kind of like the strat?
Apparently, I'm just bad at it.
I mean, it takes practice. Each one of those is, I think, 4 frames, maybe 6 frames.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
It's like a
Ooh, you
tenth of a
3
second.
Airhawk S's. That's really good.
Yeah. So, Last has been playing through the game casually. Lucky has his save file. Last got to Liberation 9 but stopped. Lucky's gonna see if he can take Last's. Battle chips and clear Liberation 9.
Yeah,
He is going to edit the folder. I certainly recommend editing the folder.
Let's see. You've ProtoMan DS, but not ProtoMan SP. I guess I'll have to take it because. Did you get Neovari? I don't.
I might not have caught that one yet.
What did I recommend for you?
Jeez.
I looked through his pack, and he had.
You've no good S codes. You don't even have like Woodnose 3. That does 100. Okay, you have Cackball. Let's see. Okay.
Oh, F, J, L, M, or R. I think R has potential. I think R has Airhawk, right? GRS. I mean, Lucky's the Battle Network 5 expert, so he can figure it out.
Crack. Oh, you already have enough.
Do you want to? I think we should take a break, come back, and do this lib thing. So, do you want to work on this off stream or do it live?
I can do it live. I'll showcase my thought process as to which chips I'm gonna add in.
Yeah. All right. So let's do that.
He is bad.
Lucky, Last, thank you very much for this 2 scenario race. It was a lot of fun. Last, what do you think? How'd it go?
2 scenario races are going to be the new hotness, Terra. It's just the right amount of content, and honestly, I love the first 2 scenarios of this game. Lib 1, Lib 2, so much fun. Would recommend anybody out there who wants to give it a whirl themselves.
Bad.
Yeah, so that's kind of the idea. Is if you're interested in like it, obviously you like Battle Network games. That's why you're here. If you want an excuse to replay them, kind of speedrunning is a fun way to do that. And 2 scenarios are, like Les said, just the right length. It's not too long. It's not too short. You can give it a try, and we'll hopefully, if there's interest, do more races and open it up for everyone. All right, Lucky, how did the race go for you?
It didn't go so well. I already explained. I maybe picked up too many GMDs. I messed up some strats. I got too much Zenny in Liberation 1, and I didn't even buy Dark Sword, which is one of my key strategies.
And he still came in under estimates. So you don't even have to play well to go fast.
Yeah, I'm sure you didn't edit the estimate to kind of he's hot.
Well,
Katana's
I mean, if you hadn't went out of your way to get 3 major hits, I think you
yeah,
probably would have saved 6 minutes.
well, I was doing it for the content.
I appreciate that. But we're going to take a break, and Lucky is going to have the folder edited before we come back. And we're going to show off some of the post-game liberations, because usually you don't get to see that in speedruns. And Liberation 7, 8, 9 are pretty crazy, and we're just going to jump into the craziest one, Lib 9, and see how it goes. So we'll take a short break, come back, stay tuned for that, and then afterwards, the developers of Net King's Call are going to be on, and they're going to show you the latest version of their game. So stay tuned, and we will be back with more Battle Network 5.